Hi everyone, long time no talk, it feels like. It's been a long time since I've posted a video on my channel and a proper flip through, or even just really like chatted with people in general. If you follow me on Instagram, you may have seen my update a few weeks ago that I am pregnant with my second child. And so a lot of my like creative stuff has kind of taken a back seat a little bit. Not too much, but there's just been a lot of resting going on, and I was feeling sick for quite a while. So yeah, I just kind of had to like take care of myself and my body and just relax and go really slow with my journal making and my creative projects. And I've been working throughout this time, but just at a much slower pace. There's been days where I have my childcare and it's a work day for me, and I just have not been able to move. I just like lay on the couch because I'm so tired. But I think I'm kind of over that phase now and getting into the second trimester and feeling a lot healthier and better, and just overall everything has been really good. So I just wanted to give you that little update on kind of where I've been. And there's been a couple of people, just a few of my friends on Instagram that have sent me some DMs and just kind of asked me how I'm doing after they saw my my pregnancy announcement. And so I just really appreciate like the few messages that I've had, just kind of asking like, hey, how are you, or where have you been, or how's everything going, and I hope everything's well. Those kind of messages really do help, especially when you're kind of really feeling sick. So anyway, I'm just really happy to be back and feeling good and ready to kind of get into my regular work routine, regular journal making, hopefully regular video making. I do have some more exciting news, not personal, like pregnancy news, but some more fun news coming soon about a little project that I'm working on, and hopefully I get to share that soon. I'm trying to meet a deadline on that one and get it done quickly, but make it perfect. So anyway, more about that later. And I just want to share these two journals that I've actually had done for quite a while, and I just haven't had the time or energy to share them with you, but I do now. And yeah, so I'm gonna probably switch over to a voiceover where I go between explaining what's inside and music. So yeah, as you can see, they're two sort of like botanical, floral, bright, fun, pretty journals. And I'll give you a little information on the covers now. So this was an applique. This and these pieces here was one sort of big applique, and I cut it into this way so I could turn it into this. I don't know how else to explain it. And then this is a different applique, and then this is a little rose that I just put here. So kind of concocted this out of different pieces that I have. And this is a French eyelet under here, and I don't know what this is. It reminds me of my bark cloth, other French bark cloth that I have. I don't know if this is also bark cloth, but it kind of feels like it and looks like it. And underneath here is some corduroy. And then this is a not a vintage applique. I got this from a more modern shop, and I just cut that out and put that on top of some a French quilt piece here, and then this coral textile here. I don't know if you can see that. And then I just put a little bit of gold fringe trim under here. I just like the way that those little fringy things look peeking out, and some more of the same fabric here, which again, I don't know if it's bark cloth, but it kind of reminds me of what I do know is bark cloth, which is what I have, some other fabrics. So anyway, that is the covers and the backs, and my little Penny and Rose nameplate there. And the base fabric here is actually this, and I have this in a larger piece, but this is just a little snippet of it, and it's this like antique, I don't know if it was a scarf, I'm not sure what this material was, but it's just really nice. It's kind of see-through. So this is actually double wrapped. Like there's another fabric underneath here, because this is kind of thin, so I just doubled it up just to make it a little sturdier. So, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and flip over to a voiceover and music and stuff and just casually flip through these for you. And these will be available either, hopefully sometime today if I get this video up today. When the video is up, the journals will be up. So, so yeah. Okay, let me go to the voiceover. It was nice talking to you guys, and I'll talk to you again soon. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start with this one. And I kind of already explained what's on the cover, but you can see a little bit of a closer look here at the little appliques, and there's some beading on one of the appliques, or on both of them, the top and that sort of bottom one. And just my favorite thing about this one is the colors. I just like the sort of the foresty green and the dark teal blues. And on the inside, there's lots of authentic wallpapers, as well as some digitals by Ruby and Pearl XO, vintage ephemera as usual. And another thing I like about these journals is some little journaling cards that I made, and this is one of them. And each journal has a little journaling card in the front, and it's simple, but I really love this one. So that just gets tucked right in there. And then that's some of my favorite French ledger. And you'll see some children's book pages and 1800s ledger. And I've put a few little pieces of fabric scraps just glued on with fabric glue throughout these, just to kind of add a little textural element to the pages with a fabric. And there's another beautiful tag with authentic wallpapers and vintage papers. And this one has some cool advertisements, this paper here, that you could use for collage. Look at that gorgeous printable from Ruby and Pearl. She just has the best stuff, the best style. I absolutely love using her printables in my journals. And then this one, I was trying to point out to you that there's a lot of little strings hanging. I kind of left a lot of the little ends of the strings when I've sewed things on. I've just kind of left them there. So it's a little bit like of a tattered feeling, I guess. And then this is a tag I featured on my Instagram, and I just love this one. I didn't even put a string in it or anything. I think it's just fine just like that. I love the way it looks with those flowers and that art piece. And then here I've just made a little photo frame. I found this really cool digital from a seller on Etsy, and it was perfect for my little photo frame type things that I generally do. So I just thought that little child looked so cute amongst all the flowers and the floral imagery on the frame. And then there's some Maggie Holmes Flourish Collection papers in here because I just really loved the bold colors and thought it went well with these journals. And just some little extra tidbits here and there. So this here is one of my favorite features of this journal, and the other one has one also, and I got a chance to use my little vintage brads that I got from Catherine at French Biaudou. I love those little metal embellishments and little brads. It's like something I have to put in every journal, and this is just like this little journaling spot. So you kind of can undo it. It's like a policy envelope, but it opens up completely, and you can, maybe hide a photo in there or hide some journaling in there. It's just kind of a cute little way to have a secret spot for something. And like I said, the other journal will have one of those as well. This centerpiece image that I chose for the middle is just, I think it's so beautiful with the daisies and the tulips, and I just love using a really bold floral piece for my centerpieces sometimes, but that one is really striking. And then here are just some more journaling cards from Heather at Ruby and Pearl, one of her kits. And then I cut out some floral imagery, like from a roses book, and I thought maybe you could use those in your collage. And then this is a French flashcard. So here's a little fabric pocket, and then in that pocket is just this funky little tag. I just was playing around with some little X's with some red embroidery thread and a red vintage label, and yeah, it's just kind of like a fun little journaling card. And then this is another little tag that you can just kind of move around and tuck something underneath that or hide something underneath that. And then some more journaling space. Beautiful colored sari ribbon there. And this, okay, this is an idea that I got from Gail Agostinelli. I probably didn't say that right, but I think everybody knows Gail. She's got like 40-something thousand subscribers. So yeah, she did something like this where it like flipped out and it was a little notebooky, scrappy paper pad thing. That was an awful explanation, but that's like just what what I think it is. So I got that idea from one of her videos for sure. I just don't remember which one. And this little tuck spot, and there's a lot of like little wallpaper scraps and things glued on the sides of tuck spots and whatnot. That gorgeous printable, my gosh, that one is so pretty from Ruby and Pearl. And also the inner lining of this journal is from one of her kits as well, and so pretty. And they both have a bunch of little tabs on the top and little threads and just a lot of little textiles throughout the side and top of these. So this one, you'll see as we get into it, I feel like this one would have been a good Valentine's journal had I been done with it prior to Valentine's Day, but also it's just a very romantic style journal, so I hope you enjoy it and don't think of it as too Valentine's Day-ish, but you'll see inside. So I've used printables from Sheena at Luna Rosu. She has a Ko-fi, you know that page? Ko-fi page where you can subscribe and get her digitals, and I do that. And this was her Valentine's Day kit. So this, the inner lining of that journal was part of her Valentine's kit. And I just love using her digitals because they're just beautiful. So just a big front pocket, just like the other one. And one of my little journaling cards that I was saying that I really love. It's just kind of a funky little card with wallpaper and script and little roses that are hand painted by my friend Haley Perry. And yeah, it just gets tucked right there. And this is one of my favorite multicolored sari ribbons that I have. So, and this is another printable from Sheena's kit. And then just another one of those frames. And this looks like a mom and a child outside. So you can remove that and put your own photograph if you like. So here I just included some little stickers. This is a little frame. You can pop that centerpiece out of the frame, and then it's an actual sticker of a frame, and then a little botanical sticker, and then this beautiful antique rose postcard. Another large tag that I made with some authentic wallpaper scraps and handmade paper by Rose Hill Paper Cottage, and another little page with I think like little advertisements as well. I like the ones that say dolls, dolls, dolls. It's just kind of cute. So these have avocado dyed papers with all my little sprays and things that I always do. Coffee dyed pages. Here's another little flippy French tag. And then that green paper is a vintage wallpaper strip, and some more floral cutout pages from a Roses book. Little envelope, and this is just a little card of some little angels, and I just clipped it on there. And this is my favorite tag in the journal. It's pretty simple, just some wallpaper and stickers and washi, but it has these little gold stars. I found this gold star, kind of like a gel at Michael's, and I just kind of put it everywhere whenever I feel like it. So here's another one of those little policy envelope type things that you open it up and it can be just some journaling space or whatever you think you could use that for. And you can just tie it up. And then here we have another like kind of really striking floral centerpiece, and I just love the way that looks and the colors and everything. Just goes well with this journal. And then some more really bright sari and more Flourish Collection, gorgeous, gorgeous papers. I might have like 5 Flourish Collection 12 by 12 paper pads that I go through because I just love that collection so much. This is a part of a little quilt piece. And some more little envelope that you can use and put something inside. And I just embossed it. And then this is some more book pages from a gardening book that I have. So this is a fun little vintage greeting card, and everything just kind of folds outwards. And it's really pretty pink, metallic, and floral and fun. So you can open that up and journal on the inside, and that can be just kind of like a little secret journaling spot. I love the idea of that. It's like writing a whole bunch of stuff inside of there and then tucking it in, and like no one would know that there's a whole bunch of your writing in there unless you took the time to open it. So just some dyed pages, and the other side of the digital printable from Sheena. And like I said, the inner lining of the journal is also one of her Valentine's printables. So that's what you saw on the back there. And that is it. So those are the 2 journals I'll have in my shop. And it was really nice getting back to filming a video and kind of just chatting with you guys. And I hope to be back to my regular schedule. So I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.